Hey everyone, have you ever sent a text, written an email, or even just scribbled a note on a piece of paper? It seems so simple, right? But what if I told you that this basic act of writing is one of the most revolutionary inventions in human history? Today, we're traveling back in time, over 5,000 years ago, to the land between two rivers, Mesopotamia, to witness the birth of writing. So, picture this, you're living in a bustling Sumerian city like Uruk. Around 3500 BC the city is growing, trade is booming, and people are buying, selling, and storing goods like grain, beer, and livestock. How do you keep track of all this? How do you remember who owes what to whom? Relying on memory alone was getting chaotic. Imagine trying to remember hundreds of transactions without a single note. The Sumerians needed a system, a reliable, permanent way to record information. Their solution was brilliant in its simplicity. They started with tokens, little clay shapes, representing different goods, a cone for a small measure of grain, a sphere for a larger one, a cylinder for an animal. If you had 10 jars of oil, you'd have 10 specific tokens. These tokens would be placed inside a clay ball, called a bulla, which was then sealed. If there was a dispute, they could break the bulla and count the tokens. It was like a prehistoric ledger. But soon, they realized something. Why put the tokens inside the ball when you could just press them onto the wet clay surface before sealing it? This way, you could see what was inside without breaking it open. This was the light bulb moment. The impressions on the outside of the bulla were a representation of the tokens inside. They were symbols that stood for real-world objects. From there, it was a short leap to get rid of the tokens altogether. Why not just draw the symbols directly onto a flat piece of clay? And that's exactly what they did. They began using a pointed tool, a stylus, to draw simplified pictures of the tokens and other objects. This early form of writing is called pictography, where each symbol is a picture of a thing. A drawing of a head meant head. A drawing of a stalk of barley meant barley. It was straightforward, but limited. How do you draw abstract ideas like love or running? This is where the real genius kicks in. Over several hundred years, the pictographs became more abstract and stylized. Instead of drawing a detailed picture, scribes started using a reed stylus with a wedge-shaped tip to press marks into the clay. This created a distinctive style of writing we call cuneiform, from the Latin word cuneus, meaning wedge, but the biggest breakthrough was the rebus principle. This is the idea of using a picture to represent a sound, rather than the object itself. Think of it like a modern-day emoji puzzle. If you draw a picture of an eye, a heart, and a female sheep, you might get I love you. The Sumerians did the same. For example, the word for barley was she. The symbol for barley could now also be used to represent the sound she in other, more complex words. This was revolutionary. Writing was no longer just about representing things. It was about representing the sounds of spoken language. This new system unlocked a whole new world. Scribes could now record not just lists of goods, but also laws, history, literature, letters, and even astronomical observations. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the world's first great works of literature, was written in cuneiform. This invention allowed knowledge to be passed down accurately through generations, allowed empires to be managed efficiently, and gave humanity a voice that could echo through millennia. So, the next time you jot down a shopping list or type out a message, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey of those little marks, from clay tokens in ancient Sumer to the digital text on your screen. Writing is the thread that connects us to our past and allows us to build our future. It's a technology that truly changed the world. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey back in time interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about the innovations that shaped our world. See you in the next one.